everyone, and welcome to TWF Impact or Hit. I, Joey Styles, with Jonathan Coachman and with Aiden English. And today on Impact or Hit, we have a good show here today on Impact or Hit. Yesterday on Dynamite or Mike, we happened to see Rhea Ripley become the new Queen of the Ring, Joey Styles says, and that happened yesterday on Dynamite or Mike, Joey Styles says. Yes, it did, Jonathan Coachman said. That truly did happen. We truly did get to see we got to see Rhea Ripley beat Harry Potter and become Queen of the Ring. But we all know she still wants to go after Bianca Belair and get even for a wrong Bianca Belair did to her that made it where she lost her match to Io Shirai. And wants to get back at Io Shirai so she can win back the Women's World Heavyweight winnings. I can tell you one thing right now, Joey and Jonathan. It was good to see Rhea Ripley win the Queen of the Ring and do something that only Xena and Wonder Woman did before her. Aiden English says, so that was, truly cool in my book to see that all happen. At least that's what I'm going to say. Well, here comes someone who is always truly unhappy now. Here comes John Cena now. Alright. First off, all you folks up there forgot about me. Yeah. I know all those 23 years all you folks spent your time hating on me. Well, now, guess what? I will seek one way to get even. When I beat Cody Rhodes, and I win the TWF Heavyweight and World Heavyweight winnings, that'll be a good way to get even, because you folks never liked me when I won that. Hell, you were pissed off all the 6 between times that I won the WWE Heavyweight winnings, or the 3 times that I won the World Heavyweight winnings in WWE. Hell, I could bet that you folks were pissed off when I won the OVW Heavyweight winnings in OVW, or the UPW Heavyweight winnings when I was in UPW as well, huh? Well, I could tell you something right now, that I will get even. And I don't know when me and the Vinlander Nightmare Cody Rhodes are going to have our match. But when we do, you're all going to wish that you were more kinder to me. And there's a lot of offshoots of me. There's a lot of dolls of me here. So the way I look at it, now the last time I was here, I got shamed and beaten by Rainbow Bright. How the fuck did that even happen? I don't care. I just want someone to come out here so I can show them that I still Big Maps John and that they're nothing. So, who wants to come out? Who wants to come out and show, and I can still show them that I'm still Big Mac John. Hey, it's King Kong. King Kong's coming, Joey Styles says. Maybe he'll put John Cena in his stead, Joey Styles said. Or talk some right into John Cena, Jonathan Coachman said. I would keep my breath. If Cody Rhodes couldn't talk anything, couldn't get John Cena to see the the mistake, the flaw of his ways, and Rainbow Bright couldn't, and Eve Nutties and Miko Sanatini couldn't. Well, what luck does King Kong have? Alright, John Cena. I heard that you're angry, irked, that you never gotten the onlook, that you never gotten the onlook. You know, that you never gotten the onlook you felt you should have gotten in those 25, 23 years that you were in WWE. Hell, maybe those years you were in OVW or in UPW. That, for whatever ground, sake or why, no one ever seemed to like you. And I don't know why that is, John. Hell, I don't know what folks thought when you won the UPW heavyweight winnings, or when you won the OVW heavyweight winnings, because you were in UPW and OVW, and then you came to WWE, and no one seemed to like. I don't know what was about you. Now, everyone out there is going to have their forgivenesses. And John, you went on to win the WWE heavyweight winnings 6 between times in those 23 years. You became a 3-time world heavyweight fighter. Hell, you've done a lot of things. Hell, you could be put in the Hall of Honor with John Cena. But something down you thought or believed that no one ever cared about you, what you were going through. All they cared about is what you could do for them. You know, you said they didn't care about how many matches you won, how many matches you lost, how many times you won the WWE heavyweight winnings or not. They said they didn't care about that. You said all those 23 years you were only playing with them. That you wanted them to believe that you were this good guy, this good fellow, when you were not. So I guess when you first came in WWE in your first baby Lear run, well, I guess that was for show. And when your first heel run, that must have been your true self, right? Then you had this longest baby Lear run, 2-death baby Lear run, and I guess that was just you fucking around with everyone, you know, because you wanted to see if they truly would be behind you for all those years. And now if you're 2-death heel run, yeah. But let me tell you something, I always onlooked you for everything you did, both in and outside the ring. For all the Make-A-Wish things you did. You know, for all the times you believed in quick, trust, and onlook. Oh, is that right, King Kong? How many times did they put you in the same film? John Cena says. The same fucking film, King Kong. You never had any follow-ups. Bloody new makes. King Kong, you got no onlook the same way I got no onlook. They could never make no follow-ups except the same film over and over again. How many times the same film? Oh, King Kong goes mad and besmirches New York Reich, which is in New York Reich, Manhattan Share, and New York Stead. How many times they knock you off the Kaiser Reich house? Too many times. And somehow you seem to think that's onlooking. It's not. King Kong, you may have fought God Jorah 2 times, but you never had no follow-up films. All of them are bullshit. New makes. Well, let me tell you something, King Kong. You never backed me up. You never did. I didn't see you ever buying any of my caps or my shirts that said quick, trust and onlook on them. John, because they don't have any that could fit me. But that's bullshit. And even if you did buy my caps or my shirts, yeah, you would have been just like all those other folks, living through me, because you couldn't do what I did. So you're telling me you think I cannot wrestle, or I cannot fight, Well, let's see about that, John. Let's see about that. Because you don't get knocked down the Kaiserreich house over and over again and not learn some things. Come on, John Cena. Let's do this. Ding, ding. Well, looks like that John Cena right now. Oh, John Cena just sucker struck King Kong. When King Kong wasn't ready, Joey Styles says. The fuck you, Joey Styles says. John Cena just did the fuck you to King Kong. Yeah, Jonathan Coachman said that's what the FU stands for, folks. John Cena said it's not the stand shift anymore. And John Cena right now is just taking down King Kong. Well, it is true that King Kong has had way too many new makes, new takes, no follow-up films whatsoever, Aiden English says. And he thinks he's going to teach John Cena about quick trust and onlook. King Kong is going to... Well, he got lucky, Aiden English says. But King Kong cannot teach John Cena onlooker class, Aiden English says. And now King Kong has finally had enough of John Cena, and John Cena's bitching and ranting about the unfairness of life, or at least why no one seems to onlook him as a skilled wrestler. King Kong coming in. Oh, John Cena just kicked him between the leg. The FU, the Fight Lord, said, you came between the leg? He's not gonna lie. He's gonna lie to you now. What the fuck? John Cena's putting his feet on the rope. The Fight Lord saw that, and now John Cena has to give King Kong the FU again. The Fight Lord caught John Cena cheating, Joey Styles says. Now John Cena's gonna break every oversight in the book now. Jonathan Coachman says, I guess it is, Aiden English says. 1, 2, 3. Here is your winner, John Cena. And now John Cena is now picking up King Kong again. The match is over, and John Cena just threw King Kong right out of the ring. I mean, John Cena's now, as a heel, he's already done a lot of shitty things in his first heel run in WWE from the end of 2002 YL until about late 2003 YL, though. You know. But now all the shitty heelish shit he's going to do in his 2-disc heel run. And that's sad. Jonathan Coachman says. Yes, it is, Joey Styles said. It is truly sad. And what is anyone going to do about it? Is the thing, Joey Styles said. Well, Aiden English says, we might have an answer. You know what, John Cena? You don't see me, look, first off, you don't see me bitching and ranting about how things didn't go right and my run in WWE. And I had 3 runs in WWE. You didn't see me bitching about how all 3 of those runs went. Alright? But what you did to King Kong wasn't right. You say you want folks to onlook you. No, you don't want onlook because you say you won't get any onlook. John Cena, by doing this, you're not going to get no onlook from anyone. And I'm telling you right now, John, whatever goals you have, you better think again. Because you're not going to withdraw and take the TWF heavyweight and world heavyweight straps with you like you think you're going to do in WWE. And if I ever see you throw any other fellow wrestlers, fellow fighters, or overstars out of ring again, then me and you are going to have another talk. Yeah. And you know something, Daniel Bryan? I had to put your hack. I had to put you over in 23rd between FYL. Keep that in mind. I was one of those, I put you over. And if I hadn't put you over at SummerSlam, you wouldn't have been over. Well, Joey Styles said, I don't think that was true. I believe Daniel Bryan was over before he had his match with John Cena at that year's SummerSlam, Joey Styles says. But we can all know that John Cena now truly believes in his mind that no one ever onlooked him, no one ever cared about him, and then he has truly told everyone that he only played being a good man for all those years until he could pick the right time, he could pick the right stead in the right time, in the right year to shift on everyone, to show him his true cast, his true self, if you will. Joey Styles says. Well, why did John Cena yield all those 23 years to show folks what he truly thought of them? We'll never know, Jonathan Coachman says. But sadly, John Cena's heel again, and the folks that gave him shit over the years, well, they're not here, to see his two-dip heel run, Jonathan Coachman says. No, they're not, Aiden English says. They are not here to see that. Over the years, we had Wrestling Jesus and Bruce Blitz bitch and rant on Euro all the years about John Cena, and now he's heel, and they're no longer around to have to give their thoughts on it. Aiden English says, and that is sad. But you know what else is not sad? What we're going to have to deal with next. Alright, take it away now, Sarah Shiver. Thank you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. I'm going to be talking with John Cena here today on Impact or Hit. Alright, John Cena, you said that you were only playing the baby Lear for half your 23 years in WWE because that's what you thought everyone wanted. But your heart truly was never in being good. It was always in being a heel. I never gotten no on-look from anyone in those 23 years, Sarah Shiver. Those 23 years in WWE, those 2 years or so in UPW and OVW before that. No one never ever wanted to give me any on-look. And after I did everything I thought that I could get, that I thought folks would like me. First, I spent all those years, winning all those matches, and I thought they'd be happy with me winning all those matches. Thought they would have been happy with me, being a 6-between-time WWE heavyweight fighter. But no. Then I started to lose matches, thinking that might be the answer. Lost to Alberto Del Rio, lost to CM Punk many times, lost to AJ Styles more than once, lost to Brock Lesnar once, lost to The Rock, The Undertaker, and Bray Wyatt once. Hell, I even lost to Roman Reigns once. I lost to Austin Theory, and I thought that would have been the answer. Lost Kingly Thunders, lost Forget Rooms, lost WrestleManises, but that still wasn't enough for them. So I had enough. So, if you're truly irked and angered at everyone, you guilt Cody Rhodes, Miko Santino, Rainbow Bright, and King Kong, and say that they are the guilty ones. You say you're the beaten, but here's the thing, John Cena. No one told you to go from heel to good, and then go good and have a long run as good, and then shift heel. You can't get everyone to like you. That's not how the world works. But doing all of these things, John Cena, is not going to get folks to like you. Folks who already do not like you, it'll just give them more grounds not to like you, unless that is your goal. My goal is to get everyone to hate me. My goal is to get even on everyone that never gave me on look in those 23 years in WWE and those 2 years in UPW and OVW. That's my goal. And my goal is to be the TWF heavyweight fighter again, on top of being a WE heavyweight fighter too. Well, that's my talk with John Cena. Back to you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. Shit. Well, thank you, Sarah Shiver, for talking with John Cena here today on Impact or Hit. And that's all the time we got here for Impact or Hit. I, Joey Styles, with Jonathan Coachman and with Aiden English, we hope you like Impact or Hit, and we'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown.